I need to know everything, who and the what and the where, I need everything. Trust me, I hear what you're saying, but act like it's new what you're telling me. I'm curious, George, I hop in the Porsche, 5 and a horse, I'm ready for war, I'm coming for throats, to turn to a ghost, I need to know everything. Now you be surprised at the info you get is by letting them talk, so I'm letting them talk. Gotta keep quiet, maneuver in silence, then let them in, chalk up their body, another one body, that's just how it go. I got some secrets, I'm shaking the game so they stay on their toes. Stay in your lane, how to stay on the go. I came to play with the pros and act like a rookie, so they overlook me. Then I double up again under their nose. None of them cold, they just got lucky but never adapted. So I'm to the one if it's coming to blows. My enemies cutting it close. I let them think that they got me, but what do you know? I had them beat before we ever spoke. I'm ready for smoke. I need to know everything, who and the what and the where, I need everything. Trust me.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Startups on the Blocks. Glad to have you here today. We have a great session planned for you today, and we were all excited about all the events and things that are coming up, and looking forward to getting ready for the new year. So we're going to be talking about business models, and designing your business models and designing a scalable business model tonight. But first, let's just take care of our sponsors and thank them for supporting the Startup on the Blocks and all the wonderful things we're trying to offer you to help you grow your startup. So we are excited that corporate companies like Florida Power and Light are supporting startup founders. You know, they have their 35 Muse program coming up next year, and we're going to have Danielle on next week to kind of talk about that. But for those of you out there listening that may not be aware of it, they have a $35 million fund to support Black businesses and programs and stuff to do that. So that's a really great thing. So we excited to have them as a partner to kind of help us move forward. The First Bank and Innisfree Hotel, they've been helping us with our pitch competitions, and so we're excited about that. We've had 4 pitch competitions, and we're going to do a demo day on the 22nd for our Founders of Color launch program. So we're looking forward to that as well. We want to thank the Small Business Development Center, CoLab, and also our partnership with Startup Science. We're excited about that, and the chambers as well. Bantucola is our streaming partner, so we're excited to kind of have them with us to get the videos out live to a lot of different places. So like I said, next week, Danielle is going to be here, and she's very aware of all the startup activities and to supporting founders here in Northwest Florida. So we're looking forward to having her on to have a chat with her, so you can actually pick her brain on what she knows, and we can get some in-depth information, inside information about the 35 Muse program. That's truly a great opportunity. Our Founders of Color launch program, our demo day is scheduled for the 22nd. So we're looking forward to that. So founders out there, get ready, get your pitch ready, and so you can get some feedback, and we'll get some judges out there to support us and help you on the right track on that. Yes, and I run into founders almost every day, and it's pretty exciting talking to them. And so when I started to tell them about the opportunities that are out there for founders, they ask a bunch of questions and stuff, but the bottom line is if you're in any kind of business, you should know almost anything about that business. So, you know, what's the state of the art? Who are your competitors? What are they doing? And in order to kind of move their business forward. And so you have to be tuned in. You have to be connected. That's how information flows. If you're not connected, if you're in a world by yourself, it's not connected. So And that's kind of what the purpose of this mindset chart here is. You as an individual, and so when I started on the Blocks program. I, I one of the biggest promises, objectives we had was we wanted to connect founders to the opportunities that are out there. And so that's what our job is. And, we want to connect you to the opportunities. Our second job, our first job actually, is to make sure you develop the skills and best practices for building a startup. And so you can actually communicate your business model, your scalable business model, to the people that are willing, or people in the organization that are willing to help you in the ecosystem. And there's a communication link between you and the organizations that are willing to help you and what you're trying to build. And so that's our second promise. And so what we've been doing is we've been providing training for you and help you understand the process of the journey of being a founder. And it all starts with, coming up with an idea to solve a problem and turning that into a concept, and getting that vision for your company that you want to set up. And see, these first three things happen before you even establish your startup. But the minute you start working on your idea, back here -2, you are a founder. And even at that stage, and you can actually design a business model for your idea, and keep moving up through these phases of a founder. And this is just one perspective of what founders go through. Here's another perspective, and this is the perspective we work on with you, because this is the part where we provide you with the tools to design a scalable business model. And so we'll get into what that is, but the deal is, if you can design a scalable business model and pitch that idea for that business model to the people in the ecosystem, or organizations in the ecosystems here, you can actually unlock some of the things you need to help you turn that idea into a product and service. That's our tagline: transforming your ideas into and launching startups. That's what we're here for. So the point is, we can easily connect you to resources and things to help you out, but you have to be able to communicate with these organizations to unlock that help that you need. So you have to learn the best skills. And so in this model here, the idea is, you spend less than 30 days, designing your business model and learning how to pitch it. And then that's when you can clearly pitch that business model clearly and concisely, then you can unlock the co-founders, you can get into pitch competitions, you can get into training programs that will help you move forward. And here's the last perspective I'll show of this startup journey. And so this is a product of the Startup Science, and we are one of their partners. You can take their pre-accelerator course free of charge, and it'll help you understand this process. I like this because you start off with the end in mind. You have a vision. And if you have any questions about any of this, feel free to put your comments in the chat, and we'll be glad to ask them. And also, if any of the founders out there want, I did send out the link to get backstage if you want to come on stage and ask some questions about your business model, so we can help you refine that and move forward. Yes, and so after you get the start with the end in mind, you move over to your vision for your product and start working on developing that and your go-to-market strategy. And then we had Barbara on last week talking about automating your business. So basically, if you have to standardize all your processes in your business, so that you as a founder or business owner, when you're not there, the business can operate without you. A lot of us are designing business models where we are tied to the business. Um, we're totally tied to it. The business can't run without us. And so that's actually, you got a business, but you're actually a slave to that business. A really scalable business will operate. You have all these processes and standardization and processes to kind of move forward, and you want to optimize those your business processes and everything, operations and everything, so you can grow. But you can't really get bought unless you got some standard processes in place to kind of move forward. Yes, and so that number one question I keep getting asked is, how do you find out about all these opportunities? It's because that's how you get help. The number one thing is you have to learn about being a founder, and you have to design a scalable business model, because that's what investors, that's what the startup programs are looking for. And so we put this little playbook out there just so people can understand. So these first three are real important, and they're self-explanatory. But most people underestimate this fourth thing here, fsuccess.com. So in the startup world, you as a founder have to become a known quantity. People have to know you all around the startup world. And so they have these founders databases, and F-Success I don't know if it was the first, but it was one of the main ones. Gus is .com is another one. But my company, Cognitive Big Data System, a lot of the opportunities I got was with these startup programs, and this funding was the fact that I had built up a personal profile and a startup profile in that database. And so to this day, I get emails for organizations who have these programs to do it. But what I did was I focused on getting on the email list for the corporate accelerator programs, so you can actually tie in with the big companies. So depending on which vertical you're in, you will align yourself and make sure you're on the newsletters for all the programs. So what we also found was, since George Floyd, COVID, that corporate America put up over $50 billion to support minority and Black businesses. A lot of that funding is for Black businesses. And so what does that mean? That means you should get connected to every major Black networking organization that's connected to all of that funding. And so I got emails today from Valence. Valence is one of the organizations we have in our database or in our newsletter. And so the email came out today, said Greenwood got $45 million. Greenwood is a startup that actually targets, supports Black and improving their economic situation. But in that email, they announced another opportunity for startup founders. And so you have to be connected. And so I want to show you let's see. Let me get this off here, and I want to show you. Go back to my screen here to let's see if I can get oriented here. Let's see. This is we're gonna do that, and I'll just escape out of this. And let's see. I think this is where I want to be. So. So this is I'll give you this example before I go to the next one. I don't know if you all are familiar with the organization Blacks in Technology. We are in the process of establishing a chapter here, and it's literally free to join. And once you join, they have training programs, they have job offers, they have programs for startups and entrepreneurs, all these different things they actually have. And by paying $0 to become a member, you get connected to some of these opportunities. And so that's a simple one, no big deal there. Here is one. Udacity, and it actually closes tomorrow. So you can get a $1,250 value by joining joining this thing and getting access to this particular opportunity. Nano degrees includes Java, programming, so that's an interesting opportunity. And here's another one, another training opportunity. And this is one that recently closed. But the point is that these opportunities are out there. You as a Black founder have access to so much, but you have to get connected. And so this is an example of getting connected, and we're partnering with the Blacks in Technology Foundation to actually help give people access to more and more opportunities. So in the newsletter today, got behind a little bit because of the holidays, but I talk about this Founder Opportunity app. Before I just used the newsletter to list all the opportunities, but I'm slowly, as we make more progress on the Founder Opportunity app, we'll kind of redesign our newsletter and showcase more founders and just more content there. But here is the application, and this is the home page here, and then have all the opportunities listed on this particular page here. But no, this is the home page where it's just kind of telling you the playbook, and then here's the opportunity that's I think this got it. So you can search these opportunities based on the phase of your startup. If you're at the idea phase, you can search opportunities for that. This particular setting is on the MVP stage. We'll clear that. And so there's no filters here, so literally it's going to actually show all the opportunities that we have in the database, and we're going to continually add more. So and then you want to pay close attention to the opportunities that are closing soon. So even though this event is sometime next year, they're closing the opportunity real soon, and they're actually using